In this e-learning tutorial, we are going to see about the operators in the Python. Operators are used to modify the value of the operands. Some of the operators in the Python are arithmetic operator, comparison operator, assignment operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, membership operator, and identity operator. First, let us discuss about the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform the operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Addition operator is used to add the two operands. Then subtract operator is used to subtract the two operands. Multiplication, multiply the two operands. Division operator to divide the left hand operator by the right hand operator. The next one is an exponential operator is used to calculate the power. The next one is a modulus operator is used to find the remainder. Last one is the floor division operator is used to find the quotient and remove the fractional part. Here for addition operators, so we have given it as an a plus c. The sample for a value it is 5 and b value it is 3. When I print the a plus b value, so it displays an output as an 8. Similarly for subtraction, multiplication, division, and next one is an exponential. For modulus, it shows only the remainder for the a modulo b, and next one is the floor division is used to find the quotient and remove the fractional part. So for a1 b value is given. Next one is a comparison operator. It is used to compare the values. Operators can also known as the relational operator. The result of the operator is always to be the Boolean value, that is it can be either to be the true or a false. The operators and this description are the operators is used to check whether the two operands are equal, that is an equal operator. The next one is the not equal, to check whether the two operands are the not equal. The next one is greater than. The first operand is greater than the second operand, that is a is greater than the b. The next one is the less than operand. The first operand is smaller than the second operand, that is a is less than b. Greater than or equal to check whether the first operand is greater than or equal to the operand, that is a greater than or equal to b. The next one is the less than or equal to check whether the first operand is smaller than or equal to the second operand, that is a less than or equal to b. Next one is an assignment operator. It is used to store the right side operand in the left side operand. Some of the list of the assignment operators are equal. It stores the right side operand in the left side operand. Suppose we are going to perform an addition, the a plus b, the result which is going to store it in a c value. So that is called as a, it stored the result in the right side operand. The left side operand calculations is done and it is going to store it in the right side operand. Then add the right side operand to the left side operand and store the result in the left side operand. Here a plus is equal to b, or we can say it as a equal to a plus b. So we are going to perform the a plus b and the result is again we are going to store it in the a value, that, or we can say it as a plus b is equal to b. Then subtract the right side operand to the left side operand and store the result in the left side operand, that is a minus is equal to b, or we can say it as a equal to a minus b. The a minus result is stored in a value, call it as an a. Then multiply the right side operand, that is we are going to multiply this right side operand to this left side operand and store the result it in a value, that is a star b, a into b, and store the result in an a value. Then divide the left side operand by this divide this um, left side operand by this right side operand, and the result we are going to store it in the left side operand, that is a equal to a divided by b. Then we are going to find the modulus and store the remainder in the left side operand, that is a modulo b equal to b, that is a modulo b, we are going to store the result it in a value. Then find the exponential and we are going to store the result it in the left side operand, that is a equal to a double star b, that is a result value is stored it in an a value. Then find the floor division and the result we are going to store it in this left side operand, that is a floor division is equal to b, or we can say it as a equal to a floor division. This result value is stored it in an a value. The next one is a bitwise operator. It performs the bit level operations on the operand. For example, now we are going to let us consider the two operand, that is the a value and the b value. In the binary format, it can be written for this as this a value and b value. So suppose if you have the a value as 10 and b value as 12, for this we can consider this binary value as 1010 and b value for 12 is 1100. So how we are going to present the list of this bit level operations are, the first one is the AND bitwise, that is an AND symbol. This operation which is going to perform the AND operation between the operand, that is operand copies the bit if it exists in both the operand, that is a and the b. If both operand is exist, and the result will be true. Then it performs the OR operation, bitwise OR between the OR operation between the operands. Operator copies the bits if exist in either operands, either in one of an operand if it exists. The next one is the bitwise exclusive OR operation between the operand. Operator copies the bit if they exist only in any one of the operand. The next one is an urinary operator, bitwise inverse, that is an opposite of it, is opposite the bit of the operand. Then left shift the bit towards the left side, that is for example if I am going to give it as a left shift 2, in the sense for suppose I am having the a value as 1010. So if the left side I am going to add the 2 zeros. For the next one is the right shift. It shift to the bits towards the right side. So in before that, for a value it is 1010. So before that 00 is added and then the 10 value is to be printed. So that is the left shift. For the bitwise inverse operator, for example, the inverse of a, suppose it's 1010, inverse of a we can consider it for 1 it is 0, 0 it is 1, and for 1 value it is 0 and 0 value it is 1, that is an inverse of the 1. So like this the bitwise operator is going to be performed. Next one is the logical operator. This operator is used to check the two or more conditions. The resultant of this operator is always to be the Boolean value, that is it can be either to be the true or the false Boolean values. Some of the list of the logical operators. Logical AND. It performs the AND operation between the operands. If both the operands of true, the result becomes true, that is A and B. Suppose you have considered A is equal to true and B is equal to false. For both the operations are true only, it becomes true. So one is false and one is true, so it becomes written as a false. The next one is the logical OR. It performs the OR operation between the operands. Any one operand is true, the result will be true. So A or B. So here A is true and B is false. So any one is true, it returns to be the true value. So that is if A is true, so it returns the result as a true value. The next one is a not logical not. It is the reverse of the operand state. So not of A. So A value is true. So it returns a not of A. It is to be the false value. Membership operator. Operators is used to check an item or an element in a particular string, list, or in a tuple. So it reduces the effort of searching an element in the list. For example, here the some of the list of operators in the membership operators are in and the not in. So for in operator, it returns a true if the item is in list or in a sequence. It returns a false if the item is not in the list. Suppose I am giving A in B. Here I have considered the sample. For example, A value is 10 and B value is 12, and I have a list called 21, 13, 10 and the 17. I'm going to check a condition if X is in list. So X in the sense, if A is in the list, here consider this X as an A value and Y as a B value. Suppose X is in the list. So X in the value is, it is a 10 value. I'm going to check whether it is available in the list. So yes, it is available. So what will be the result? Output will be X is present in the list. So it returns, if it is in the list, it returns a true value. So it returns to be the true value for this sample. The next one, not in, that is, it returns a false if the item is in list. If item is in list, it returns to be the false, and it is an opposite of an in operator. It returns a true if it is not in the list. A not in B. Suppose if Y is not in the list. So what is here Y we are considered it as a B value, that is a 12. We are going to check whether it is not in the list. Yes, it is not. The 12 value is not in the list. So it will be, if it is not in the list, it returns to, so check whether here, if the item is not in the list, what it will return. So it returns the true. So it returns also to be the, here also it returns to be the true value. So like this membership operator is going to get executed. One is the identity operator. Operator is used to check whether both operands are same or not. Suppose I am going to store a value for A equal to 12 and B equal to 12. So here some of an identity operator is and the not is. It returns is operator, it returns a true if operands, both operands are same, it returns a true. If operands are not same, it returns the false. In not is, it returns a false if operands are same, and returns a true if operands are not same. Here consider an example, A is B. Here we have A equal to 12 and B equal to 12. So here both operands are same. So what it will returns? So it will return, here consider it A value as an X and B value as a Y. So it returns to be the true value. Then next consider, I am going to change the value for the B value. Here I am going to consider the B value as a 10. That is a Y value as a 10. X not is Y. X not is Y. So if see, A value is 12 and B value is 10. If both the operands are not the same, so what it will returns? Here it will also returns the true. Suppose if it contains both the value A equal to 12 and B equal to 12, so it returns to be the false value. So like this identity operator is going to get executed. Seen all these operators. So when you are going to execute in a simple example or single equation, how the operator is going to be get executed. So based on the priority wise, the operator is going to be executed. So here I have shown this as a lower precedence to the higher precedence. The lower precedence is the logical operator, membership, identity, assignment operator, equality comparison operator, bitwise exclusive OR and OR operator, bitwise AND operator, bitwise left shift and right shift, addition and subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus and floor division, and the exponential power. suppose if an expression has a two operand having the same precedence, so in case what it will do is the associativity is going to be evaluate this expression. So associativity is nothing but it is a direction in which we evaluate the operator if they have the same precedence. That is what is meant by associativity. So associativity decides the order in which the operator with same precedence are executed. So here the two types of associativity, one is called as the left to right and another one is the right to left. In left to right associativity, the operator of same precedence are executed from the left side first. In right to left associativity, the operator of same precedence are executed from the right side first. Most operators in Python have the left to right associativity. So in this case, the parentheses have the highest precedence. Here we have the two types of operator. One is called as a urinary operator and another one is called as a binary operator. In urinary operators, it has only one operand. Whereas in the binary operator, we have the two operands are manipulated to get the result and also used to compare the numeric values and the string values in the binary operators. Thanks for watching my channel. Kindly subscribe, share and like your comments. In the further videos, we are going to see about the statement and expressions in the Python. Thank you.